Tulad ni Boy. Sushi na. Bukit na kasi. Hindi ko na si Francesco Redi. Nasa sa paila. Ano siya sa mga? So, kung yung experiment, ano sa kaya nino? Ano sa kaya si Francesco Redi?
One eternity later.
Ano sa kaya si Francesco Redi? Ako na experiment.
Francesco Redi attempted to disprove the spontaneous.
Buonan Giornata a tutti. I am Francesco Redi and I was born on February 18, 1626 in the city of Arezzo, Italy. My journey as a scientist, physician, and naturalist has always been driven by a passion for uncovering the truth of nature through observations and experiments. Over the years, my work has contributed significantly to the fields of medicine, parasitology, and also microbiology. But it is my studies on spontaneous generation that have left a long-lasting legacy. For centuries, scientists and philosophers believed in spontaneous generation, the idea that life could arise from non-living matter. Even Aristotle, one of the history's greatest thinkers, supported this theory. It seemed obvious. Leave meat out and maggots appear. But was it truly a magic? Or was there something more? I'm always curious how things work and exist in this world. Maybe I should roam around with something to find things for me to do or experiment. Francesco Redi, an Italian physician and scientist. He refused to accept ideas without proof. He believed that life did not just appear, it had to come from something else. And so, he designed an experiment to test this radical idea. I could get different information using these tools. A meat in an open jar, a meat also in a sealed jar. And lastly, a meat using this wire gauze.
After several days, I can see the result and provide the concrete evidence that life did not just appear. It comes from something else.
One week later.
After several days, now I can really provide concrete evidence that life did not just appear. It comes from something else. By using this meat in different situations, I can say that it makes my experiment successful.
Redi's work was revolutionary. It was one of the first documented cases of using the scientific method to test the biological theory. However, not everyone believed him. Some still clung to the idea of spontaneous generation. But Redi's work paved the way for future scientists like Lazarus Polianzani and Louis Pasteur, who would later completely disprove the spontaneous generation.
In the mid-1600s, the prevailing belief was that life comes from non-living matters, an idea called spontaneous generation. I was determined to challenge this theory. Through a series of designed and carefully experiments, I demonstrated that maggots did not just appear from decaying meat on their own, but were the results of eggs laid by the flies. By putting meat in the jars, some are sealed and others are left exposed to the air. I witnessed that maggots appeared only on exposed jars, providing strong evidence that life comes only from existing life or pre-existing life. This was a pivotal moment in the development of microbiology and a development in science towards the future experimental method. I've always believed that nature always reveals its secret through the people who patiently study with a critical mind. Through my contributions, I hope I set a stage for future scientists and pushing towards the knowledge and setting boundaries on microbiology. Thank you for witnessing and listening to my story, The Spontaneous Generation.